Hi guys, 18 Dapper here and welcome to this match preview for this Saturday's game. It's Burton Albion against Doncaster Rovers. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this match preview, Burton Albion versus Doncaster Rovers. If you're an existing subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for returning. If this video has brought you to the channel, please click that subscribe button if you like what you see so you don't miss any more content. If you are new, this is the format that we go through match previews. We look at the previous meetings between the two clubs, we look at the current form in all competitions. I take a look at a Doncaster Rovers player, we look at the opponent, a brief history and my one to watch for Burton Albion in this case, and then the predictions league table. Me and the family have got a predictions league that's going throughout the season, so an update on that. There are changes, so stay tuned. And then finally, my score prediction at the very end. So, on to previous meetings. Donny and Burton not faced off that many times, only 7 in our history. And Rovers come out on top twice. We've been beaten once, and then there are 4 draws out of those 7 games. And so, Rovers slightly edging it, but over recent history, the last 5 games, it's been the 4 draws and the 1 defeat, so hopefully we can turn that around on Saturday against a struggling Burton, but we will see. Football, it's not played on paper, so it's going to be a tough game I think, but looking back at the last 5, there was a 3-3 draw away from home, 0-0 draw at home, a 1-0 defeat away, and then 2-2 draws in the last 2 games where we faced each other. So tight games, very tight games in our history. Current form does look more promising for the Rovers rather than Burton. Over the last 5, 4 wins and 1 defeat for us. Burton 3 draws, 1 win and 1 defeat on Tuesday night. It's been a tough start for Burton and it sees them rooted at the bottom of the table, 24th with 13 points from 18 games. But results, they've started to turn a corner recently, with draws against MK Dons, Crewe and a decent draw against Sunderland, along with a cracking 4-2 win against Charlton. But Burton have only managed 30 to 40% possession in each of those games, so they're a team who are not on the ball a lot, and I think that will lean in the Rovers' favour. We do enjoy spraying the ball around and controlling the game, so with Burton getting 30 to 40% possession over the recent weeks, hopefully that plays towards our strengths. Burton 5 points off of safety, so in desperate need to start picking points up as soon as possible, especially during this busy Christmas period, busy festive period. Couple more games, 3 or 4 games before the new year, so hopefully for Burton fans they'll start picking points up. But for Rovers fans, hopefully they'll start picking the points up after Saturday. On to the Rovers. Tuesday night it was another job done performance. Very professional once again. And against an okay looking Swindon team, a team that didn't really threaten us throughout the game, but looked as though they could pack a punch on the counter attack. And we nearly came a cropper to that a few times, but I think overall, the balance of the game, we deserved the win. Shame we couldn't keep hold of the clean sheet. The last minute penalty, I don't think it was a penalty. I think he's taken a bit of a dive, a bit of a tumble. But when Tom Anderson goes sliding in like that, he's giving the referee a decision to make. On the referee, one of the best referees I've seen down at the Keep Moat for some time. Relatively new to the game, I believe, but didn't really put a foot wrong apart from that. So yeah, it's nice to praise a referee rather than slag them off, what we normally do. But yeah, first half performance, kind of going through the motions for the Rovers, and we've seen that a lot over recent games. It's like a game of chess. It's kind of judging the opposition, seeing what they're all about, and then we seem to get stronger and stronger as the game goes on. And the same happened on Tuesday night. Started the second half very brightly, and a much better performance throughout the second half. And once we were 2-0 up, it was a case of managing the game until the end, and I think we professionally did that. And I've already mentioned the penalty. Very disappointing not to keep the clean sheet. But yeah, good performances all over the pitch for me on Tuesday night, and hopefully we continue that into Saturday and next Tuesday against Shrewsbury, and who knows where we'll be this time next week. On to player focus. This week it can only be one person, and that is Reece James. What can we say about Reece? Fantastic season so far. His versatility is clear for anybody to see. Naturally, he's a left back, but throughout this season we've played him or Darren Moore's played him at left wing. CDM, I think, is gallivanted up into the centre attacking midfielder role. He's pretty much played everywhere on the pitch for us this season, and he's done a fantastic job in every position that he's been asked to play. We keep on saying square pegs and round holes. I don't know if these round holes are starting to become a little bit more square, or if the square pegs are starting to round off on the corners, but the pegs are starting to fit very, very nicely and work well together. On Reece James though, 2 goals on Tuesday night, finished them like a seasoned striker. Fantastic touch around boundary for his first, and slotted it underneath the keeper. Keeper got touched, but there was enough on it to go into the back end of the net. And then the second goal, superb ball through by Ben Whiteman, but the movement from James to get into that position, fantastic. And then from there, he was never going to miss, and he didn't. And he scored the 500th goal at the Keatmoat. The first one scored by Mark McCammon against Huddersfield, a fantastic volley. But yeah, the 500th scored by Reece James, who's having a fantastic season, and long may it continue. Moving on to the opponent, Burton Albion, founded in 1950, so a relatively young club, currently managed by Jake Buxton, ex-player at Burton. This is his first managerial position, so got to give him a little bit of time to get into the swing of things. Burton fans, in the comments down below, is he the man to keep you guys up? Is he going to turn the current situation around? I'm not too sure. You guys know your club a lot better than me. But yeah, Jay Buxton, first managerial position, and it's not looking too positive for him at the moment. But he is player manager as well. Honours, conference champions in 2008, 2009, and then they had a very good few seasons. League 2 champions in 2014-15, and then League 1 runner-up in 2015-16, taking them into the championship. So, although they're a relatively young club, they've had some very good years up to the championship, which is a very difficult league to stay in. And for me, the one to watch for Burton on Saturday is Joe Powell. Fantastic player, 6 goals, 4 assists, I believe. Highest assists, high scorer, I believe, at Burton. And I seem to say at every preview, I look for the most creative player who's going to cause us damage, but our defence at the minute, as long as we continue doing the jobs that we're doing on teams, I can't see any sort of player getting through it. We've seen big guys go up against Tom Anderson, Joe Wright and Andy Butler, and they've dealt with it. We've seen the smaller, quicker, skillful guys go against them and kind of running in behind the defence, and we've dealt with that as well. But we need to look at the job in front of us as a team, look at their strengths and try and nullify them. And for me, Joe Powell is one of Burton's strengths. Good on the ball, can find the pass with his assists, and is also finding the back of the net this year as well. And I think if we nullify him, we've got a good chance of coming away with the 3 points on Saturday. So for me, Joe Powell is the one to watch for Burton. Moving on to the Predictions League table. If you are new, just a quick rundown of this. If we get the scoreline completely correct, we get 3 points. If we get the outcome of the game, the result right, but not the scoreline, it's 1 point. And then if we get it completely incorrect, it is no points. And Tuesday night, we all went with Rovers wins. I thought I'd gone with a 2-1, so I thought another 3 points were coming my way. And then realised I'd gone with a 2-0, so very disappointed. But Max did go with a 2-1, so that brings him above me. He's leapfrogged me into second. Chris on top on 11 points, Max in second on 10, me in third on 9 points, and Dad holding us all up on 8. So over the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of swapping and changing on this league table, and it just shows a couple of weeks ago I was on 1 or 2 points. So a couple of good results, good guesses, and you're well back in the mix, and very, very tight. A couple of points, 3-point splitters. So yeah, keep an eye on that. I'm sure it will change over the coming weeks. And that brings me on to my score prediction. As I said, could be a tough game. Burton needing to get results sooner rather than later. So I think they're going to be a very tough opposition to play against. But I do believe we've got enough quality, especially if John Jules is firing. Hopefully Sim's hamstring is just a precaution and is available. We will see. But I'm sure Darren Moore will put the strongest team out available to combat what Burton can throw at us. And I think we've got enough quality to turn Burton over this time. I'm confident, well, I'm going confident. I'm going with a 3-0 win to the Rovers. That's a big prediction from me, especially after the recent draws. Hopefully this result is, or this score prediction is correct. We will see. And that's where I'm going to leave this video. If you've enjoyed it, big thumbs up for us please. Comments in the section down below, let me know your thoughts on the upcoming game. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.